For our 90th, they gave out a prize. So I'm hoping that we get something like that. But to be truthful, I am completely grateful for the opportunity to be a part. And I can honestly say, hey, I was a part of those last 22 years of the 100, right? So I'm in
Really?
there.
That much?
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. As a
But
matter
a
of
hundred
fact,
years is amazing.
it is. It really is. And it really shows a testament to the strength of the company, the loyalty of the customers, and just the overall culture and environment. We have someone on our team, Sue Lindenberger, that's celebrating 42 years.
Wow.
Wow.
I
That's
said, oh,
amazing.
she must have got here right after grade school.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Sue's awesome. So, but yeah, we have a lot of tenure. I think the most tenured individual I came across was, I think, 46 or 47 years, which I don't know how that's possible, but we have them. So hopefully
Uh,
one day I will be a grown up just like Sue, 42 years in the
Yeah,
company, right?
yeah.
So we've gotten very lucky. Erie Insurance has never had a layoff. We always repurpose and make sure we take care of
wow.
everyone. So we've
Wow.
been uh we've been very blessed and fortunate. Um,
That is awesome.
yes. So it looks like we have a couple more folks coming in. Do we want to give it just one more minute? And can I
Now,
share my screen? Is that okay, Sean?
after I introduce you, then you can share your screen.
Okay.
All right.
I'm excited. I'll get excited in this. So if I do get carried away, you guys just tell me to be quiet, slow down, or ask your questions.
Cool
Ap-
beans.
April, you were talking about uh, years of service.
Mhm.
I was just counting that I started my work, graduated in '66, and I've been working since then.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Same. Yeah, I
Wow.
haven't seen you since, because I don't think I didn't see you in Pittsburgh last year. It was the year before, right?
Of- I'm sure I was there. We may not have seen each other, but
Yeah, but we spoke. I remember you cornered me and Susie Mashevsky when we were there for
yeah,
EMSDC.
and
I
still
remember our
not.
first meeting.
But nothing has moved yet. So I should be asking you right now, what do I have to do? What am I not doing right?
You are doing everything right, and the fact that I remember you should tell you you're doing everything right.
That's right.
And I even remember our first meeting. So don't play with me, Sing. I got you. I got you in my Rolodex.
Okay.
All right, let's get started. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today for our How to Do Business with Erie Insurance. Our presenter is going to be April Morrison, who is a seasoned business and IT leader with over 21 years of experience managing diverse teams in program project management, strategic planning, another one, strategic planning and enterprise relationship management. She is a passionate advocate for diversity and inclusion and is committed to creating more inclusive workplace for all. In her current role, Supplier Diversity Manager at Erie Insurance, her team successfully implemented Erie Supplier Diversity Program. Through her leadership, the program has achieved significant success, offering a viable enterprise-wide approach that empowers both internal and external stakeholders. As a highly accomplished professional, she holds a bachelor's degree from Pennsylvania State University in both management information systems and business management. She has complemented her education with certificates in emotional intelligence from Case Western University and diversity inclusion from Cornell University. April is also alumni of the National African American Women in Leadership Institute and Executive Leadership Program at Texas Christian University. April, the floor is yours.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you all for joining today. I appreciate your time. Some of you I have been lucky enough to meet on the road. So Sing and Carol, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on back. For those of you who are new to me or vice versa to Erie, thank you for joining and thank you for your interest in doing business with Erie Insurance. So I have joined, I should say my team has joined me today to help share a little bit more information about how to do business here and what we do. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started in this conversation. So this meeting might be a little short because I do get excited when I talk about this. So again, I might speed up a little bit and I'll slow back down when I realize I'm talking way too fast. So
April, I
today,
have a quick question.
yes, Sean, go ahead.
If people have questions, do you want them to wait till after the presentation, or can they speak up during the presentation?
You know what? Let's go ahead and just talk. This is a small enough group where I feel like we can just kind of have a casual conversation. So please, go ahead, and if you want to put your stuff in the questions in the chat, please feel free to do so. No worries there. And then Sean, if you want to read anything off to me, no problems there as well.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, awesome. So we're going to take you through some introductions, show you some of the folks at Erie. Our full team, unfortunately, will not be on the page because we can't fit all of us on. There's like 40 of us. But nonetheless, the supportive team is the one that I'll share with you today. A little bit more about Erie Insurance, how long we've been around. And I know we let a couple of golden nuggets slip out, like the fact that we're going to be around for our 100-year anniversary in April. So cool. Talk to you a little bit more about our focus, our objective. I can't even talk this morning. Objectivity and our eligibility for the program, how to move through the program. We'll tell you about what the process is all about, some of the vendor samplings that we actually are utilizing for the program, and some of those key engagements that we get ourselves involved in to do that outreach and that talk about the opportunities for engagement and make sure how we register or
Is
teach you
this
how to register for the
bothering you?
portal. Carol, can you mute?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. It's all good. We're going to have that.
There
No
we go.
worries. There you go, Carol. You're all set. All right, so here's our team. This is only a sliver of our team. The rest of our team, as I mentioned, there's about 40 of us, but these are the folks that are providing the support to our traditional sourcing and vendor management leaders, such as Jonathan Still, Jeff Pazinski, and I know that my boss, Stephanie, oh, she's on the call too. So Stephanie's on here. We just got her picture upgraded. Loving the picture, Steph. Nice job.
Good morning. Thank you.
So these are the team. This is the team that actually supports the traditional SVM sourcing procurement folks that you'll actually be going through the process with. So we try and make the lives easier for them as quickly and easily as possible. So telling you a little bit more, like I said, I gave away some golden nuggets in the beginning. We started this organization in 1925. I shouldn't say I wasn't around at that point. My granddaddy was, but I was not. So we specialize in auto, home, business, and life insurance. We are in 12 states plus Washington, D.C. So next year in April, I want to say the 19th or the 20th. I can't remember off the top of my head. That's horrible. Do you know, Steph? I can't remember the exact date in April. But nonetheless, we'll be here around for 100 years. We're not going anywhere. And part of this program is making sure that we are sustainable and we are around to support everyone for another 100 years. We have well over 6 million policies in force. We have a retention rate of 90%. We have over 13,000 agents helping us sell our book of business. Oh, there you go. The 20th. Thank you. So officially, April 20th will be 100 years old. I couldn't remember the exact date. And then, of course, we have over 6,000 employees running around downtown. That does not include everybody else that we have in all of our states. So there's a lot of opportunity, even if not at the home office, in one of our 12 states plus Washington, D.C. So we have locations all on the East Coast. I'm going to pause right here. Any questions? All right, cool. So let's talk a little bit more while we're here today. We have an opportunity. One of the things that we are looking for is to make sure that we build out a sustainable pipeline program that provides our internal business stakeholders as well as the certified businesses an opportunity to become a part of our pipeline and doing some of that work with us. So our objective is really to maintain relationships. And so we have those. So when Carol, I think of something that we need to do a promotional, I'm like, oh, I got to call Carol. Saying if we're needing someplace in the IT space where we need some resources, I remember seeing. So I love meeting you guys. I love having this engagement, and I do not forget. So you guys are top of mind, I promise. Eligibility, I'm sure some of you are aware of this, but just making sure you have to physically, your business has to physically be located in the United States. It has to be for profit, and it has to be owned 51% by a certifying individual. Some of the groups that we are in collaboration with, but it's not limited to, is over here on the right-hand side. It gives you some sampling of the minority and diverse groups that we actually support. And moving on to our overview of our process. What I really would like for you guys to think is at a very high level, there's 5 steps. And that would help bring down all of the commotion if you're thinking about it from what step I'm in, right? So the first one is saying collaborative business review. So we meet with our internal business stakeholders and say, hey, you know what, Jonathan, I need. I need this. Can you come help me with this? And so they'll come back to us and say, hey, as part of the competitive sourcing bidding process, we have some folks that we traditionally have right now on this line, but we want to make sure that we can bring in some competitive nature in this space and making sure that we're doing the best cost, best value. And so from that perspective, we're making sure that we have individuals such as yourself that are diverse businesses that are in the fold of helping us make that decision. So we go through the traditional RFX assignment where we send out information or to get information from you. We evaluate those responses and then we go ahead and make that decision. But we want to make sure that you guys are in the understanding that you are in the fold with everyone else and then we're making sure that you are a part of the conversation. Everyone is to have a seat at the table. So I'm going to pause right there because that was important. Any questions about having a seat at the table? Okay, good.
Okay,
So
I have a
that,
question.
sure.
For them to have a seat at the table, is there like an application process? Do they go to your website to sign up? How
I'm
do you
getting to
get
that,
first?
Sean. Yep.
Okay.
And I'm going to talk you through all of that because I want some new friends. Not that there's anything wrong with my old friends, Carol. Nothing at all. I just want more friends because I'm greedy. So, all right, sample of the vendors that we utilize. This isn't even skim the top of it. This is just some of the high box or buckets that we put stuff in that we actually need folks to, hey, come in, let's talk about this. So when you're thinking about insurance, you don't necessarily think about certain things that you would say, okay, well, what would I need that for? It's insurance. We're talking about learning and development. We're talking about investment management. All of those things fold into an insurance company. I promise you, when I was a little girl, I did not say I wanted to work for an insurance company. I wanted to be a lawyer or a judge. I didn't know what the insurance companies had to offer. I didn't know the flexibility in the pipeline that you guys could actually supply for us. So there's a lot of open opportunities throughout the organization. This slide right here talks about our key relationships, both internal and external, that we advocate for and with. And so we are part of a number of national organizations. As a matter of fact, I'm over the moon, and I'm hoping I'm going to see some of you guys at NMSDC conference later on this month in Atlanta. I cannot wait. We also are a part of and collaborate quite often with EMSDC. So we work with Brian and the rest of the folks from EMSDC and the Pittsburgh, Philadelphia region. We also are a part of FSRSD, which is the Financial Services Roundtable. That's how we're using ourselves to benchmark ourselves. How are we doing in the industry with the other insurance companies? Are we keeping up with the Joneses, right? How does that look? And ladies, we have to support our ladies, right? So we are a member of WeBank, so we will be at WeBank next year, and we were there this year in Colorado. It was absolutely stunning. We also, because it's within our footprint, are a member of WeBank East for the East Coast. Disability In, I almost spontaneously combusted at that conference. It was in July in Las Vegas, but we made it. It was 118 degrees. We were breaking records out there. NGLCC, I was not able to attend this conference, which is the National Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce, but my cohort, Susie and Matt McNutt, were able to join that. So we're trying to spread the love and make sure that we are out supporting all of the organizations. So when you see us at a conference, when you see us at the matchmaking, please never hesitate to stop by and say hello, whether we're good old friends or not, AKA Sing and Carol. Please don't hesitate to stop by. We also utilize Supplier IO for our data enrichment, making sure that we're validating and help folks keep up with their certifications and keeping that moving. So in addition to the activities that we do, the outreach and the sponsorship, Jill and I attended the NMSCC conference last year in Baltimore. Like I said, we're super excited to join this year. This diversity with the logo right here is the first indication that you have access to our portal. You click on that and it takes you right to our supplier diversity website. We also sponsored ROAR. As I said, some of our friends from EMSDC or actually that was this year. Oh my goodness, Stephanie, that seems like last year. And then the previous year, we also did Empower Her, again, making sure that we push forward the women movement from that perspective. I'm going to pause real quick. Any questions? All right, so how to engage with us. Outside of these opportunities, such as how to do business with, we attend multiple matchmaking sessions for every quarter through all of the organizations. So Jill and I will go ahead and put together a calendar for the year that we know of and start mapping out where we want to go. We are very fortunate to have had the blessing of having the budget, this bandwidth this year for the budget to make some in-person engagements as far as conferences. And so we were there for the week for each one of these. Our last one coming up, as I just mentioned, this is the third time I think in Atlanta. So if you haven't heard it, Atlanta, at the end of the month. Some great stuff going on there. These are some of the corporate memberships that we are affiliated with, but not limited to. We just wanted to make sure that you had an understanding or a background of some of the organizations that we are aligning ourselves with and partnering with. So that these are active links that will give you directions to the website. So here's your answer to your question, Sean. You were asking me, hey, how do we register? What does that look like? So when you click on this QR code, you'll get our landing page. And so what I would like for everyone to do, once you get this landing page and you see these folks in here, you want to click on supplier DEI at Erie. So you want to be a part of that grouping here. And so when you click on that, you want to scroll down and you'll see on there underneath the eligibility section, there's a form or link there for you to fill out a form to register with us. I'm going to leave this on the screen for a little bit longer just to make sure if you guys want to whip your phones out and go ahead and pull up that site. But no worries, because Sean is going to send you a PDF of this presentation as soon as I'm done. Okay. So this is the legal disclosure I have to give you guys. I want to make sure, as much as we're hanging out talking, that I cannot give you a contract. There's no guarantees for that, right? You still have to go through the traditional process. But the cool part is the more time I spend with you, the more I burn your memory into my memory. Then that way I can just rattle off names when we need some stuff. So my goal is to try and be very familiar with all of you and making sure that I understand when I see you, what comes to mind. So I look for little things as we have conversations. To remind folks of who folks are so that you never forget. So Kara, I hope you're looking. All right, so having that been said, that's the end of the presentation. Like I said, we've been doing this so many times this year. I get faster and faster every time, and I try not to, but I just get so excited talking about this stuff. It's something that I've waited for most of my career, that I'm so excited that we're actually really focusing on and doing some really cool stuff. And if we can be a part of your journey of success, we're here for it. We love that. So if you have any follow-up questions, please do not hesitate. If you think about something later and the meeting's over, just give us an email or reach out to me directly. So that was a lot. So let me just see what's in the chat. What did I miss? Anything? Oh, a couple of things. Any questions I can answer?
Can you take question now?
Sure.
Okay. First of all, thank you very much for very informative presentation. You took us through the journey. Now, as we are registered, I'm talking about myself. We have been registered now for what, 7-8 years or more. And the categories that you have there are staffing and IT, hardware, software, and iCloud. How do we get connected with the buyers and understand what kind of needs do you have or you might have where we can bring value?
So I'm going to kind of talk through this, and Jonathan, Jeff, I'll leave the floor open for you guys. Please feel free. If I'm misstating anything, please correct me. So from that perspective, once you are registered and we are going through and we have contract opportunities or potential ones coming up, we start to go through that initial process. And so Jonathan or Jeff and his team will say, okay, and I'm making this up, Cloud, Andy's group is looking for an opportunity for a cloud contract. They need some resources to do X, Y, and Z. And so then that way, that group would reach out to the traditional SVM analyst team. So under Jonathan Still's team or Jeff Ponegratz, Jeff Krasinski. Sorry, Jeff. Say, hey, we have a need, right? And we start talking about specifically what those specifications are, because as you are well aware, and being in the business for as long as you have, you understand that not every single organization is the same, right? The company needs are the same. And so the flexibility and the agility that your team may be able to move might make your team that much further ahead of the next opportunity. Another thing too, so to answer your question, how do we get in contact with those folks? there's not really much you can do until we have a need. When we have that need is when we actually reach out. And I know that's frustrating, and I know it sometimes it could take some time. One of the things also too that I would also say to help ready you or prep you for a conversation is making sure that you have your capability statements and your so-called elevator speech, so to speak, ready to rock and roll. And what your elevator speech is, you want to make sure that you have some key information ready to rock and roll, and so that people understand who you are and why you, right? And so from those perspective, I would have a short presentation ready to rock and roll, because once you have that presentation ready, then you're able to follow through with whether you're showing someone something or not. You have that speech ready. And so from that perspective, you really want to be talking to someone or presenting yourself in such a way that you're providing an overall view of your capabilities for your organization. You want to tell them a little bit more about who some of your customers are, what's some of those success stories that you've been able to do for them, and why your company, what makes your company unique. Those are some of the key things that really kind of stand out and transactional conversations. If you meet someone, you're walking down the hall, whether you're at conference, a quick meet and greet, matchmaking session, things like that are things that will help you stand out. But your personality thing has definitely stuck out for me. So I do
Good
remember
or
you.
bad?
No, it's good. I'm not running from you, so it's all good. So when you think about those things and those tips that I just gave you, those are the types of things that you have to be prepared for. But complete and honest transparency is to let you know when we have those opportunities, we absolutely will be reaching out. The frustrating part for you on your end is actually waiting for those opportunities.
Yeah.
But I need you to understand, not just Erie Insurance, a lot of corporations are working really hard to even break out some of those traditional contracts that we have to help share that love and share some of that diverse spend. We have a goal to keep up with industry best practices. So we have some work to do. So it may not be next week. It might not even be until sometime next year, end of next year. But those opportunities will come up, and how to maintain and make sure that you are a part of at least the conversation is me making sure I'm maintaining these conversations and these and networking engagements and these opportunities to say hello and conversate. Because now when I see you, like I said, I always find something to help me remember folks. So there's always something that I'm carrying with me that you guys are not aware.
You
That
know,
answer your question, Singh?
you, April, told everything just the way it is. That's reality.
Yes.
That being prepared to speak with the prospective client, being ready with elevator speech, um, being presentable, being ready. Uh,
Mhm.
that is what we have done for last 24 years. Our company started in 2000, and we are in last 5 years we have doubled the company size. Just by the way,
That's awesome. Congratulations. I'm so
yeah,
proud for you.
and we got into the fastest growing company award, and now the smartest companies. All those things are coming. Customers
Good.
we have are like UPMC, PNC, FNB, US Steel, Highmark, uh,
Nice.
Federated Investors, FHL. Those are our customers, and it has not happened by not working hard or not
Yeah.
being not presenting ourselves.
Yeah.
However, uh, uh, it must be very cold up north in Erie. I don't know what is the matter that we have. I've been trying to get connected with the Erie Insurance since last at least 7 years. Staffing is something that you do all the time, and we are very good at it. We have 100 consultants currently working in all kinds of fields, and our consultants are like guru. They are logical thinkers, and they are guru, logic's guru. That's what it stands for. Uh, and unfortunately, we have not been able to get any call or any intro uh, at Erie Insurance. Uh,
Well,
so I'll just
technically, a
leave it
couple of
at
those
that.
things I would like to challenge you a little bit, Sing,
Sorry?
because you've met my leadership team, and Stephanie's already got her hand up. So I know my boss that you met actually in
Yes,
April, is getting ready
yes,
to speak. Um,
yes.
so again, as I repeated, you really have to wait for those opportunities. But I promise you, Sing, I have not forgot about you,
And I will. I
Stephanie.
mean, we really have patience. As I said, we are strong, and one of my customers says we have moxie. So
I
I did
concur.
not even I did
I
not even know
concur.
the word moxie, so I
Yes.
had to look up what this means. And no, we really work hard. Absolutely, we do not take our business lightly. We are here to serve, and I know that if we bring value, that's what we go for. We need to bring value.
And I
Period.
would expect nothing less from you, Singh.
Nothing less. I wouldn't do any less.
Stephanie, do you have something you wanted to share?
Yes. Hey, thank you, April. And thank you, Singh, for that candor and, excuse me, your insight. And it's good to see you again as well. Um,
Sure thing.
yes. And I will tell you, first, I can appreciate maybe how frustrating or, maddening that can be because I was on a sales side for many years early in my career. So, I, of course, came to the dark side,
May I
to the
please
buying side.
interrupt? May I please interrupt one word that you mentioned? I want to clarify that I, at this age, I am an observer. I do not get mad. I simply observe that this is how it is happening.
That's
So
fair.
please, I'm not mad at all. I just
No, 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 no.
observing that this is
Yes, yes, no, and you don't
sure,
come across that way at all. And
sure,
please know that I will just like to share that what April's showing here is absolutely our objective here in our sourcing and vendor management department. And we are here to support our business partners, okay, across the insurance business side as well as IT. The thing you have to understand, if not already, we are very passionate about the relationships we have. And it is a family company as big as we are. And this can be a more of a challenge and then in some areas because the premise is that we've built those relationships and it's good if you're that vendor, right? It's really good if you're in that space. Um, the problem is it's a little bit harder for us to get those doors open. And that's what April's
sure,
doing. That's what this is.
sure.
Um, I will tell you that in the spirit of, cost management, that's definitely challenging our environment a little bit. It's being able to open up the door to these types of opportunities. And let's take advantage of that, right? This is the right thing to do, but we're also trying to open the door to say, look, guys, we value the relationships we have, but we also have to test the market and be aware that there's lots of other potential vendors out there that have the same, if not better, capabilities. And so it's a constant narrative that we're in. Um, and all I can say is we appreciate you guys taking the time to be in here today. And I think I couldn't have said it any better. April obviously knows you by name. She's able to
Yes,
articulate that to the business partners.
yes, yes.
And we're all here on this team hoping that our business partners become more visible in these sessions as well, because I think it'll help to make those connections. And that's what we're working to do. So appreciate your insight.
Stephanie, I appreciate your time and your feedback. Yes, I appreciate it.
No problem.
April, thank you very much. That's great.
Sure, Singh.
Yeah. And again, I'm not mad at all. I'm just observing.
You
I
can't
keep
be mad at
working.
the salmon color today. We're all cool, right?
No, we are here to help each other, whichever way. Whenever
That's
you
right.
will need me, I know you'll come.
Yep.
So, yes, thank you.
Yes. So if we don't have any other questions, Sean, I'm not sure if you want to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm going to put this on the last page again, just in case anyone needs our email address to contact us directly. And Singh, I know you already have my direct contact, so it's all
Yes,
good.
thank you.
Yes, well, I'd like to thank everyone for attending. Thank you, April. Thank you, Stephanie, and thank you for the Erie team that is here to assist with this webinar. We greatly appreciate it. Um, Following this webinar, I will be sending out a survey link, which will have this presentation attached to it. So if you have any questions or need to go back through it, you can always look at the presentation or give April a call, and she'll be able to help you out. We have two upcoming events coming next week. We have our advanced techniques for using Microsoft Word and Microsoft PowerPoint, which will be next Wednesday, October 16th from 11 to 12. And we have our Power Breakfast meeting next Friday, October 18th, with the president and CEO of the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust, Kendra Whitlock Ingram. This concludes our event. Like I said, I will send you a survey and the PowerPoint. And everyone, have a good day. Have a good time. Thanks again, Erie. Thanks again to April. Thank you again,
Thanks,
Stephanie.
April.
And have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Take care.